Good day. Hello, beautiful people. What is going on with you? This is Miss Mika, Tamika, coming to you with another reading. I never know what the reading is about, really. It's funny because we'll start talking about something, then all of a sudden the energies will go towards that particular. So I don't know what do we want to start talking about. Right now I'm listening to meditation music, 432 hertz, extrasensory perception, telepathy, clairvoyance, deep meditation. Oh, 77 are watching, and it started 11 minutes ago. The name of this channel is Music for the Body and Spirit. Number 77 and 11. Oh, 711. Oh, shit. That number will not leave me alone. Let us get some cards from these two decks and see what energy we need to know about. The cat is doing what the cats do, cleaning himself on my clothes nonetheless. He gets on the chair on my jeans and my jacket and smells himself around, and then he lays, finds the spot where he wants to lay. Now he's licking his body all over my goddamn clothes. Don't nobody want all of that on their clothes? Takal. And then he's licking, and it's like he enjoying it too much. I don't know. Then when he stick that leg up in the air, oh my God, I lose it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, son? Nobody wants to see all of that. Nobody. Especially not me. So we have robotic, patience, secondary, distant, and embarrassment. Second-hand embarrassment. Robotic. Someone's words are robotic. This is showing her throat area. Throat. You know where I was going with the throat. So let's not be facetious. Let's not play games with each other. So robotic. Someone's words are robotic. The way they speak could be robotic. You could have like a professor or someone who does a lot of talking to you and is very monotone. So it's, oh, maybe like in church. No tea, no shade. When I used to go to church, when I was way back in my teenage years, my mom's church, the pastor, when it was time for him to do his sermon, the lights would go out. So you got the dimness. Then it wasn't very lively. So it didn't keep you awake. But as soon as he started talking, I felt like I wanted to go to sleep. Maybe someone's voice makes you sleepy. Or someone is always talking, a mechanic. Someone could be a mechanic. Someone is always talking about the logistics of something, or this could be someone who like works in engineering or a field where there's not really much of, not really going outside of the box. Like one of the sciences, like biology. Oh no, because you could play around with biology. Something where it's like you have to do formulas in order for your work to be accomplished. Strategic. But it's always the same. So like an accountant or something like that. But robotic and patient. So this could be someone who hates talking to somebody because they take so long to get to the point. It may be me. So, whatever. But someone talks. It takes someone a lot of patience to like, okay, She's going to tell me the point of the story any minute now. I got to listen to all. This could also be someone who like talks in riddles. Like they're telling you a story, and then they're like, oh my God, wait, but it goes with this too. And now you've heard 3 stories before the actual end of the story is done. That could be significant. Something about having patience with a child or speaking to a child in a robotic way. It gives someone who doesn't show a lot of love or compassion when it comes to speaking to a child. It makes me think of the what speak life into you so life can come up out of you. So the way someone can speak to their child, like cursing and yelling at them, telling them that they're not this or not, especially with secondary, like you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit. And then wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, P, Q, R, S. So we're missing a Q. It's P, no Q, and R and the S. So the letter Q is significant. There could be questions. If someone, this is someone who, if this person is asked a question by someone, this would be someone who tells you that your question is stupid. Or why are you asking me stupid ass questions? Making someone feel less than love. That's my saying. This makes someone feel less than love. And the distant with embarrassment. This could very well be if you're out in the street. This happened to me one time with my son. This is one of the things that I regret in terms of, not regret, I have a lot of remorse for, because I didn't know how to control my emotions. So he was only 5. How am I out yelling at a 5-year-old? He's learning. I'm supposed to be teaching him. But maybe I felt inadequate, so I took that out on him. But it makes me sad just to think that I yelled at him unnecessarily because somebody was standing there and I thought they would think of me a certain way. So this distant embarrassment could be like family or friends who witness this interaction. It doesn't necessarily have to be a child. Maybe it's someone who's treated like a child, treated as if they don't have an opinion or what they have to say isn't valued or valid. So this could be a parent with a child. This could be a spouse. This could be friends. This is just someone who speaks to you in a way that they feel, or they're superior to you. They feel as if they're superior to you. So secondhand embarrassment. This would be, I'm out with my friend and her dude, and he's out there she's out there making him feel like shit. Whoever. It gives me more, it could be whoever, but it makes me feel more of like a woman who belittles and berates a man out in public. And because he doesn't smack the shit out of her, not that he should, but because he doesn't express himself in a way where it shuts her down, then, and I want to reiterate that, I'm not saying that violence is the way at all. What I'm saying is how people perceive men to be in terms of their woman. Like, she's supposed to be the submissive one. She's supposed to be the one that bows down, allegedly. Not in healthy relationships, of course. But we're talking about societal views. The way that society thinks about things, especially them in a whole, is very, very tragic. It's very tragic. But this would be someone whose boy is like, oh, so she said such and such and you ain't smacked the shit out of her. It's like the way she talks to him is almost to incite that type of feeling. It seems like a vicious cycle. This person may, the female energy, let's go with this for a quick second. The feminine energy may be used to volatile relationships within a household. The parents argued, they fought physically, verbally, emotionally. They fucked each other over. They mind fucked each other. And this child saw this. So if you don't put your hands on you, or if you don't get yourself in an uproar about this situation, then do you really care? So I believe she's with someone who is not someone who is going to express himself physically, or even express himself in a way to make her feel bad. He doesn't stand up for himself. Maybe, I don't know. It has to be something that ties them together in a way. But you know what? No, it doesn't. Because when people get obsessive with other people to the extent that they don't want to let them go, and there's following and stalking and just almost wanted to jump into this person's skin, then it's kind of difficult. You can get a restraining order, but what the fuck does that mean if somebody doesn't give a fuck about being in your physical space? But this is feeling like someone who is in a relationship. I got a bite. In a relationship with someone who doesn't show a lot of emotion in terms of, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, I didn't mean to hurt you. This could be the robotic person, could be the person who's getting abused. Being afraid to say certain things, walking on eggshells when you walk into the house or walk into someone's presence because you don't want to bring certain attention to you. I saw, and this could be a man doing this to a woman as well. I saw a video once of a woman who was recording the narcissistic abuse of her spouse, where he was all polite and shit in public in front of others, but to her, he treated her like shit. But in this case, this is someone who will embarrass you out in public. They want to make a scene. They want to seem like the one in charge. They want to feel as if you bow down to them. That they have your, like I say to the cat all the time, like, yo, I got your heart. Because he don't fuck with me. We play, we cuddle it up. Like, he comes and he wants to, wow, he wants me to rub him down and all that good jazz. But he don't fuck around with me. Everybody, he'll do stuff with others in the house that he won't do with me. So someone's energy. This person wants people to know, like, I got this heart. I got his heart. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. He ain't doing nothing. Oh. Never mind. Anyway, non-action, regret. See, non-action, robotic. Somebody blows up and starts acting ignorant, and this person is like, oh, I'm sorry, yo. I don't want to be embarrassed in public, but why stay? Maybe there's a child involved. This looks like a little kid to me, holding their hands in the front. Patient with non-action. Someone who says like they talk a good game, but they don't follow through. Someone could be regretful that they waited for someone. So if this was like a relationship where there wasn't a lot of emotions involved, with non-action, there was not a lot of there wasn't a lot of love in action. There wasn't, when I think of love in action, what you do, not your words, but what you do, how you treat people. So there wasn't a lot of love with regard to someone's actions, but someone was patiently waiting for something to change or someone to change. Maybe someone thought if they put enough love in a situation, that would change someone's way of thinking in terms of feeling. Someone could have came secondary to someone's material world. Again, patience. I'm just waiting to see. Oh, secondary with money. It could be one of two things, where someone put money first and it was like they flaunted this money. In terms of it being robotic, it gives me the energy of someone being taught that money was the way life, like money revolved around, or yeah, life revolved around money. Sorry. Like if you wasn't out there getting that paper, getting that change, providing, doing this, doing that you weren't really shit. So it gives, I don't have to love you, but provide for you. But I think that's, just to get them look at it's like the feminine energy wants to be in charge. You're out there working and doing all of this. I want to be able to stay home and dictate where the money goes, how it's spent, how much you get. Because you can't have it all just because you work for it. It's ours. Or it could be that someone put money first and didn't invest any of that into the relationship. There was no going out. There was no time spent. There were no trips. There were no gifts. And if there were, it was sporadic. Someone could be feeling embarrassed about being in a relationship or connection with someone where they were getting the short end of the stick. Almost one of those things with, like, why did you stop asking me stupid ass questions? No question is stupid. But it would be along the lines of someone feeling as if, like, yo, you didn't know any better. She was smacking the shit out of you. You didn't know any better. You didn't leave. You didn't. Isn't it the embarrassment? Maybe someone stayed in a relationship or some type of connection where there was this physical shit going on. And this person, after a while, wanted to leave, but would have been embarrassed to go. Because then people would have found out what they were dealing with. How bad it really was. And it could be someone has a family with. This could be someone's family. Maybe someone's, in terms of like the mom and the dad, maybe the mom is the one who rules over the masculine energy. And with family, with distant material world and secondary, this is like a energy where someone works a lot to provide for the family, but the distance and the emotional connection. And cycles, this is something that's passed on from family. So the grandfather did it, the son did it, the son is going to pass it down to his son, and then that son is going to pass it down to the next, or daughter, whatever the case may be. Someone could be embarrassed realizing the cycles in their family, realizing that the mother was a gold digger and was out there selling her cooch for money. The daughter did it, now the granddaughter's doing it, and now the granddaughter is like, wait, this is not what I want. Like, I'm embarrassed by the cycles of my family. The things that we participate in. And this could be distant relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles, people you don't live with, people who live in distant states from you. People that it would take money to get to. You'd have to take a plane or something. Yeah, with the water. And with tribe underneath, with disconnected from the tribe. This is the tribe. Someone is disconnecting because now this is someone in water. This is the in water, feeling their emotions. And deep water as well. This is not like a pool. Someone diving deep in terms of their feelings for their family or the people that they surround themselves with. There's no love out here, though, if you look. It's money, family. Family would indicate love, but not necessarily with next to material world and secondary. I don't think there was a loving feeling associated with this connection or these people. Not truly like emotional. Maybe there's a loving feeling in terms of being supported materially. Your college was taken care of. You were able to get a car. You know, able to get things that you wanted, not necessarily needed. There could be a parent who feels regretful because of the way they raised their child, or a spouse, whoever this person is. Robotic and regret, RR. Railroad. Someone could feel like they were railroaded. Someone could work for a railroad. A railroad could, oh, we said travel. Someone could be traveling by train. Secondary. If someone is flying, it could be like a connecting flight to come see family. But to come and see this family is still associated with some type of embarrassment because of the cycles. This could be a relationship in someone's family where this couple, they're always arguing and fighting. So the cycles is that, you know, we're always getting together trying to do this intervention or try to get this person away from this other person. Or the cycles, we've been going through this again. All right, I'm on my way to such and such's house because him and such or her and such were arguing and fighting again. I wish one of them would just leave. Something about paying off someone with material world and secondary, and regret with the family. Maybe someone's family, it gives me like, if you look at those movies and the person finds out they're pregnant and the family's like, if I give you this amount of money, I want you to leave or get an abortion, termination. Let's get some of these. D, E, A, B, C, D, E, D, E, F. The D, E, F, D, C, F. Those initials could be significant. Oh, C, D, E, F. Those initials could be significant. Questions. Someone has questions about money. Oh, excuse me. Robotic. We have appreciation, communication. Mercury energy. Gemini could be significant. Third house. House of intellect. Intelligence. Intellect. Guess someone could be a Gemini, but this the communication. Someone doesn't speak about what relationship matters. Someone doesn't feel appreciated in whatever connection this is. They don't hear it with the 5 here. 5 with appreciation. 5 is change and conflict. Competition. Someone has a very difficult time speaking words of encouragement or speaking words of love. It feels very foreign to them. Tell me about patience. Someone could want to have a conversation with this non-action, with wanted to, oh, look at this. Communication falls out on non-action. Someone wants to have a conversation about this non-action, how to transform this situation, how to come out of regret, possibly. Someone could also be very patient in terms of, I've had this conversation with someone or this person, and I'm just waiting for the results. I'm waiting for this person to change. And it's not happening. Where's my little chapstick? Cocoa butter, natural bees. We got this cocoa butter lip balm moisturizer. That was made in the USA. Interesting. How often do you see made in the USA? Truly, how often? Oh, we felt the world over here. The world. Oh, someone wants to talk about ending something. Completion, successful end of a cycle or a journey. But someone isn't taking action to end it. They want to, but maybe they're afraid. Afraid of what this person will say or how they will act. Tell me about patience. The Fool. New beginnings, innocence, unlimited potential, spontaneity. Someone is being patient for this new start, this new beginning. The Fool is taking the leap of faith. But someone is like, I need to bide my time. Tell me about regret. Look, 555. Someone regrets this, being in a relationship with this robotic energy. Maybe someone, look, with the throat chakra. Friday, throat chakra, May is significant. This conversation could take place on a Friday or in May, or maybe someone May. Gemini energy is the end of May. So a May Gemini could be significant, or some conversation taking place at the end of May. June 5th could also be significant. So this conversation, robotic. Maybe someone has to have a robotic conversation with someone about wanting to leave. Trying to make the conversation cut and dry with non-action. You know how you have there's those relationships where someone is trying to leave and the person starts to get intimate with that person. So then it's null and void. The regret is that, all right, I got swept away by the cooch or the peen. But there's a conflict with regard to what someone regrets. Maybe someone regrets not having this conversation sooner. A broken connection. Someone who has mother issues with the family. Someone's mother could feel secondary to someone's spouse or their counterpart. Same difference. Broken connection, mother issues, and spiritual matters. Awakening, a lesson. Through this regret, someone is learning a lesson. Could be this mother. This mother is the cycles. Someone is breaking a cycle from a maternal energy. I gotta look with separation. This conversation has to do with separating from someone. And it's this robotic conversation could be that they're trying to make it as emotionless as possible so that someone doesn't I think there's a chance of something happening. Tell me about secondary. Cancer, a mother energy. Cancer energy is the family, home and family. So someone's mother is taught someone that the material world, that your material desires was the most important thing in relationships. The Chariot with the moon, moving full forward with this energy, but the moon is moving so in a way that is clouded. This mother feels secondary to the nurturing, the sensitivity. This is someone who feels like even if their child has a significant other, that they come first. There's no questions asked. Maybe someone is embarrassed by their relationship with their mother. Tell me about material world. Strength. Inner strength, compassion, courage. Someone just it's like someone is relearning themselves, teaching themselves. I gotta go check the grits. Teaching themselves. This has to hurry. All right. Get to know a Leo could be significant. An Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and appreciation is appreciation. So yeah, getting the strength. It's like biding their time. The strength in making this move, and although it's taking time for it to manifest or show itself, someone is still wants to work towards this new beginning. So all right, distant. The Magician is falling on strength. So in the distant, we have power, focus, manifesting your desires into reality. In the distance, maybe this is in the distance in terms of putting it in your mental Rolodex. Because in your mental Rolodex, to me, that's like the back of your mind. You file it back there until you need it again. So this has to do with resources. Using their material world in order to manifest different changes. Changing the cycle within one's life in terms of their family, their upbringing, what they were taught. A fresh start. This is someone in the distance. Someone could be moving a distance away from family as well with this fresh start energy. Starting over, new energy, a new mindset, being in a new place. We must remember, though, that we take us wherever we go. So just because we up and move to a new place, it doesn't leave behind any problems or challenges that we were facing. They just come with us. An Aquarius, this is the community. Someone is trying to evolve past this family energy, this community. With the Star, this is someone trying to branch out on their own and shine in their own light outside of this. So someone's family could be very well known in the community. They could be known for humanitarian work or just something to do with money, monetary things, tangible things within the community. Embarrassment. Victim mentality, blaming others, negative view of life, taking no accountability. In love. So the fighting, the arguing, the yelling, the way as the generations have passed where we've moved as a family. This could be shameful things that will bring us embarrassment. Whatever it is, embarrassment is something that if someone else knows that you'll feel some type of way about it. It'll make you feel less than or make you feel shamed. Excuse me. So this is what someone would do for love or do in love. They're embarrassed by those actions. Maybe embarrassed by their family, embarrassed within the community. The people around them who are seeing this. With cycles, I'm going to get a couple of letters and then we're going to be going to addictions. We're going to get out of here. Cycles, addiction to love, addicted to money, addicted to sex, addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol, addicted to shopping, addicted to gossiping, addicted to being an asshole. Sorry, not sorry. Self-deception, believing a false narrative of self, rationalizing opposing evidence. This is a family who feels like they are the creme de la creme and they don't hold up to that standard because of the things that they do, because of the things that roll in their family that no one has said, wait, that is not the way we want to roll, and this is how we roll. The name Sierra could be significant. Wilson could be significant. This is how we... Russell could be significant. All right, I'm going to get some of these, and then I got to go get these grits. Making some... I don't know if I want to make salmon croquettes or just put the salmon on the side. But, we'll see. I could do an egg on the side, too. Whatever's easiest. At this point, I'm tired. The letter F is significant with Saturn. So something about discipline and restriction. Someone being restricted. Someone could be being restricted from their material world. Frozen accounts could be significant. Zero balances on accounts could be significant. This is a Saturday is significant, and somebody being made to take responsibility. Second largest planet, secondary, second largest planet. Someone feeling secondary, a second class citizen. It's so, second class citizen, second hand embarrassment. By one's family or their maternal figure. Something about the dissolution of abundance, wealth, and liberation of something is significant. The King of Swords is significant. The God of Time. Someone's time is up. That's why we have Saturn here with this discipline. Saturn is also a Capricorn energy. So something could be going on in Capricorn season. Someone could be a Capricorn. Or this is just someone is laying down the law. And someone is being held responsible. So we have Pluto, transformation, obsession, power, wealth giver. Something about someone's community, someone's family. This Pluto energy, Scorpio, is significant. Something is transforming with regard to this community and their material world. This used to be the ninth planet, but now it's a dwarf planet. It's the furthest away from Neptune, so someone has a cold heart or cold energy, robotic. Something about 1930 could be significant. Neptune, 12th house. That's the energy of someone possibly being delusional. Mental stability could be significant. Hidden shit. So something is hidden about his family. With the Pluto energy, that's 8th house. Scorpio, the house of taboo shit. This Saturn energy is 10th house. House of goddamn, it deals with your career and your public reputation. So something about someone's public reputation is significant. A wealth giver, someone who has power. This is ruled by the realm of the dead. So something about someone being deceased could be significant. This could be something about the underworld or someone's shadow side is significant. The underworld. We have the letter F again. Look at this with shame. So this person with the letter F who is getting restricted from something or being held responsible. This is someone who may have been in this energy of power or obsession. This could, with this being the house of taboo, this could have been someone who was beating their person, hitting on them. Shameful actions, shameful energy within this community, within this family. Someone's family could have known how they were behaving and this is roles in the family. This is how we get down. So it wasn't anything new. Nothing new under the sun. First quarter, taking action, working to bring goals into fruition. Obstacles may arise. Someone who's trying to get this strength. Leo energy is very significant. Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Gemini. Also Virgo. But first quarter moon, someone trying to remove themselves from this energy here with the 936 hertz, connect with the higher consciousness. This is someone who was starting to listen to their intuition, or is starting to listen to their intuition. All right. And I said I was about to go. And this was supposed to be quickly dickily dock. Quickly dickily dock. What does that even mean? And the chera nakita. Sacral chakra is significant. The creation energy also deals with your sexual energy. So the letter I, quicker letter I. Someone could have been very selfish in their actions. We have grief here. Someone is in grief because they are being disciplined for their actions. A Sagittarius is significant to this discipline. Or Sagittarius season could be significant. 666, to step back. Take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself if is what you're doing right or wrong. So again, this could be a Sagittarius. Saturn, that's December. So Sagittarius and Capricorn, December is significant with regard to this grief. The Sagittarius is someone rethinking their actions. October is also significant. So we saw Scorpio energy out here. A Scorpio, October Scorpio is significant. And this fell here with this discipline and restriction. Someone wants to be shown some type of grace, maybe through conversation. Someone may want to apologize. Fertility, inner growth, virtue, harmony, peace. Someone wants to have a conversation. They don't want to be in this grieving energy. They want to express their feelings, or some communication is significant with regard to this harmony. Focusing on self-expression, clarity, and communication, stimulating personal growth. Someone wants to have a conversation about some harmony they want to create with you. So, all right, I'm going to go. Got the grits on. I love you, people. I'll come back with another message. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And yeah, that's it. Bye.